Hello, and welcome back. It is once again time for Final Fantasy XIV. And if you're wondering why we are listening to the song of Kugane, well, that's because the role quest is here in Kugane. The one for DPS, melee DPS. So figured we'd start with that, and then we'll just do the first one in that role quest, and then we'll move back to main story. So let's get into it as soon as OBS recognizes. There you go. Yes. There we go. So we've got to gather information in Kugane. Hello, Shitan. Welcome to the Shirkaze hostelry. How may I serve you? You're searching for someone? As a matter of fact, I do distinctly remember seeing a Viero woman of that description earlier. But I'm afraid I could not tell you where she may be now. A lass from Taral, was it? Sorry, can't help you. That reminds me, I heard Taral has its own local variety of spirits called mezcal. Been meaning to taste it myself for an age now. But you've no idea how hard it is to get one's hands on a bottle of it here. Right. Guess this last person is upstairs. Yep. Hayataka. Whoa, that man is eating those noodles or rice very quickly. Viera woman? Bearing a bow? Why, yes, I do recall such a person. It was hard not to notice her, really, given how she was peering at every little thing. If she came from the distant lands to the west, no doubt Kugane is quite the unusual sight for her. With any luck, she'll still be where I saw her, in the vicinity of the Sekisegumi barracks. The Sekisegumi barracks, huh? Oh yeah, also, off stream I have made a lot of progress on my account here. So Ninja's 74. We've got Blue Mage is now 58. It's taking a long time to level Blue Mage. I'll have to find some way to level it faster, because just doing these daily society quests is not getting me very much XP. But Machinist is 54. I've started leveling that a little bit. I've more been focused on Astrologian, who's now 58. I want to get that to 60 so that all my healers are 60 plus. And I've also started working a little bit on Paladin. Mainly just because, you know, duty finders, sometimes the role in need is healer, sometimes it's tank. Rarely you get that alliance raid that DPS is in need. But, yeah. So that's where we're at with that. Oh yeah, and I got Gunbreaker to 70. Actually, before leveling Paladin a little bit, I leveled Gunbreaker to 70 because I was like, it's level 68, it's almost there, I might as well just bump that up. And then I'll just need to get Paladin and Warrior to 70 so that all my tanks will be 70 plus. Dark Knight is 93 now. I finally realized, oh hey, there's a level 80 Dark Knight quest. It was short, there wasn't much to it. It was basically just like a little closing of the chapter for Dark Knight. You know, a little like epilogue type thing. Which is nice. Yeah. That's the state of things here. I also now have 2.7 million gil. Our reputation's been going up. We got friendly with the... Oh, I need to get to the next tier in Sahagan. Didn't realize. And I've also unlocked the Amalja, the Sylphs, and the Kobolds. Haven't done anything with them yet, though, obviously. Vath are now sworn. Now sworn with the Vath. And Ananta is trusted. And of course, Pixies is just maxed out. Bloodsworn. They love me. Love me so much that they'll give me 320,000 experience points every level, or every quest for my ninja here. Yeah, let's go. Also, man, this looks gorgeous. Look at that crystal and the glow and the wet sand. Looks beautiful. Let's go over here. Itoka-esque woman. Hello? You appear to be the woman I am looking for. This city is simply too large for me to cover alone. Perhaps it's time I returned home. Itoka? Question mark? There's a lot of lip movement for Itoka. Yes, I am she. And you are? I'm Junasi, come to help. I see. Shashapia always was a worrywart. Won't deny I appreciate the help though. Ascertaining the whereabouts of the cocoon has been no easy task. I managed to secure a room and board in this lodging after arriving in Kogane, and have been using it as base to track down the thief ever since. I'll tell you all I know. According to an eyewitness from my village, the thief is a middle-aged Huron male. That's all we got to go on regarding his appearance. Yet so long as he possesses the cocoon, he can be anyone and anything. An elderly woman traipsing along the street, a child throwing a ball, mayhap even the dog chasing after it. Truth be told, I was nigh at wit's end trying to find him. That is, until I discovered that a series of unusual squabbles have been occurring around the city. After investigating these incidents, I found one commonality. The instigator in each case invariably had no recollection of the incident, let alone of inciting it. What's more, eerie accounts have begun to circulate amongst the residents. Some folk claim they've somehow been seen in two places at once. Based on all this, I believe the thief's been using the Dreamweave cocoon to transform into innocence and spread discord throughout the city. Stands to reason, we can find him by following the trail of chaos left in his wake, no? And yet, even should we apprehend him, in whatever form he's hidden himself within, there's nothing to stop him from feigning ignorance. Besides a secret remedy, of course. The recipe for an elixir which can forcibly remove the cocoon's enchantment
has been passed down in my village for emergencies like this. I made sure to prepare a few vials before making the voyage here. I need simply throw the solution at the suspect and the cocoon's weave of mimicry will unfurl on the spot. That covers everything. Now, what say we see if there's any trouble afoot? The thief will undoubtedly not be far from it. Let me know when you're ready. We'll catch him together.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Ready to set off then? Perfect. I say we begin our search with the markets. I recall a great number of people gathering in the Rakuza district. I believe it was called. In the Rakuza district, I believe it was called.
Itoka's now accompanying you. I know how accompanying works. This is like the 50th time that I've had someone accompany me.
To think that all of this was wrought by mortal hands. Remarkable. My people have ever lived in harmony with nature. But that doesn't mean we condemn the ways of those who choose otherwise. In fact, in the brief time I've been exposed to settlements like this, I've come to see such places have their merits too.
Indeed. Point of interest. Surveying.
Look, you thieving son! I told you this isn't enough!
Oh boy.
But sir, that can't be right. I am sure I gave you your change in full. Enough! Hand over my money or I'll take it by force.
The customer is suspicious.
My thoughts exactly.
Reveal yourself, villain! What in the blazes do you think you're doing?
Oh, sorry. Very, very sorry.
Ah! Oh dear! A thousand apologies, sir. I gravely miscalculated your change. I'll return what you are owed immediately. I beg your forgiveness.
Hi. My goodness. How does this situation even happen?
I apologize for the disturbance. How dreadfully embarrassing.
Well, a hunter doesn't quit after a single arrow misses its mark. Best not to dwell on what's done and instead focus on our next course of action. Let's see how things fare on Kogane Dori.
Wild. I mean, that man was very angry about not receiving some change. Like, dude, chill. You don't need to get that mad over a few pennies.
To think that all of this was wrought by mortal hands. Remarkable.
Oh, it's just that again. What? We go to the one on the bridge over here. This should be new.
I can't believe how impossibly vast it is. My jaw dropped when I first saw it. I could hardly fathom where the horizon ended and the sea began. Before arriving in Turialal, I'd imagined the sea to be merely a larger, saltier body of water than the lake back home. There, we would race from shore to shore. To attempt the same here, I fear, would have fatal results.
Yeah. Yep. Surveying. Surveying.
I'll cut you down where you stand, you lecherous lummox!
Someone's angry. Oh.
What is going on here? The big bloke yonder allegedly laid his hands on that grizzled fella's woman. Afraid this may come to blows.
Calm yourself, man. I have not done what she claims. You dare add insult to injury by calling her a liar?
Ignore him, I told you. That pig defiled me. Cut him down this instant.
There is no truth to her words. Wherefore does she spout such rubbish?
Kami, give me strength. Cut the blight brute down already.
Yes, not less than your head shall serve as penance for your crimes. Very well. Let my blade prove my innocence.
It's her, right?
I would think so. She seems very intent on this man dying.
Huh? Was that really necessary? No matter. I was growing weary of this petty farce. It's time I moved on to bigger and better things.
Oh no, you don't!
Oh. Oh, just barely missed it. Back to eating my jelly donut. Well, and then running away.
Curse you, man.
How odd. My bow's more out of tune than I realized.
Your bow's out of tune. Yeah, that's why you missed.
sweetheart!
Is it really you? Oh, thank the Kami you're safe. I found her lying unconscious in a nearby alleyway. She could only vaguely recall being attacked from behind before losing consciousness.
So the villain knocked her out before assuming her visage in a ploy to deceive her husband.
I fell for the deception like a complete and utter fool. I do not even know how to begin to make amends. There are no amends to be made. You simply acted as any husband would.
Due to your involvement, this matter was resolved without bloodshed. The Sekisegumi thank you. 'Tis regrettable, however, that the villain managed to escape. A criminal who can change their shape at will is exceedingly dangerous. Know that the Sekisegumi will alert the populace to this menace and remain vigilant for any suspicious activity in the city. Let's return to my lodgings. I'd like to go over where we stand with our elusive quarry.
All right.
Alright, Ichioka.
As predicted, the thief has been using the cocoon's power of mimicry to incite conflict around the city. What he hopes to accomplish by doing so, however, is still unclear. And, so long as he has this power, our sole means of tracking him remains the havoc left in his wake. A trying trail for any hunter, but I'm heartened to have a warrior like you beside me as I tread it. We'll catch him together, and when we do, we'll mete out the justice he deserves, Junosia.
We'll start the next one, but we'll that's just so that I can keep it in my list and easily find it again.
Good to see you, Junosia. For better or worse, I haven't heard about any unusual incidents in Kugane since our last altercation with the thief. There may be a reason for that. Do you remember when he claimed he was moving on to bigger and better things? If we're to catch him, we may have to expand the scope of our search beyond Kugane. Yet he traveled all the way from Tural to this eastern land for a reason, and I can't imagine he'd go too far. Do you know of any other settlements nearby?
Look to the Ruby Sea. It is dotted with many settlements.
People live out in those waters? But they're so vast. Where would we even begin? Ah, so the Bakool has an outpost at the Ruby Price. That sounds like the perfect place to start. Let's make our way there and avail ourselves of the soldiers' intel. If anything out of the ordinary has occurred, no doubt they'll be aware of it. Shall we?
Indeed. But for now, there's actually one thing I forgot to check on this morning, which is my squadron back at the Maelstrom Barracks. Maelstrom Command. Guess they should have some stuff for me.
Enter the barracks.
They've returned from their deployment. Ooh, all the way up to 59 now. Matter above duties recommended level, there's a 20% chance to receive crystal clusters. 5 priority ether passengers. Just take a look. Yeah, I can't take any more of these priority missions. Only routine missions. I guess if there's one that they can do, I might as well send them. Get them some experience and all that. Oh good, we do have a rogue, which is nice. That mission affinity. And then I guess just basic training for everybody else. Try and get them some more XP. And now we shall use one of these passes. Make it a little cheaper to get back to Yoktaral. Warlord's Echo. Also, oh yeah, I've got 62 ventures. Yes. I found out that you can spend storm seals on ventures. So I've spent a few on that. Since I was maxed out on storm seals, I was like, I gotta spend these on something. Why not get some ventures? Those are always useful.
I think it's time we return to Turiala. After scaling Tural's tallest mountain and battling a legendary beast to the death, even dauntless heroes like you could probably use a rest. In any case, there are preparations to be made before we can visit the next destination laid out in the saga. The respite would be most welcome. I believe I hear the 4-hour cabins calling our names.
See ya, giants. Back to Tuliala. The interesting thing is that the priority Etherite pass just reduces the cost by like 40% for like the next, what is it, hour and a half or something? Oh, no, 2 hours. For the next 2 hours. So, that'll be nice for the rest of, well, not the rest of, but for a good chunk of this stream.
Rest well, everyone. We can meet back here later on. I have a small errand to run in the city, so I'll leave you to recover. Will you be heading to the palace, Wukelmat? Wukelmat, did you hear me? Lost in her own little world, it seems. Well, no matter. I'll be back soon enough. An attendant is standing by to unlock your cabin. Enjoy your stay.
Woo! To my cabin.
Oh yeah, also, there it is. I got this armor of light. I've only got the chest, the legs, and the feet though, so I don't have the hands or a head yet, sadly. But it's looking pretty good for my paladin, especially this sword I got from the gold saucer. And of course, House Forton kite shield. Just like our friend Parsifal.
Welcome back, Mistress Fisson. Your cabin is just as you left it, minus a light made of dust.
Sounds lovely. Who's a knocking on my door? Well, hi.
You have a moment?
Yeah.
There's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah?
So,
You,
Yeah! It's just too stuffy in here, that's what.
uh-huh.
We should go outside. Aye, a nice walk in the fresh air. That's what we need.
That's what we need, huh? You okay, Wukamai? What's going on? But also, that song right there really feels like a Animal Crossing song. Oh, crap.
Oh, I know. I'll take you to one of my favorite places in Turilau. That should help me get my thoughts in order. We'll go to the Resplendent Quarter and make our way up from there.
All right. Just figure out what you're gonna say and say it. Apparently, she seems pretty embarrassed to say whatever it is she wants to say. All right, Wukamat. Wuklamat.
Peshua, what are you doing up and about? Is your back feeling better?
It's much healed now, so don't make a fuss. Besides, I can't be lounging in bed all day when you're out there fighting your hardest to win the throne. You're the claimant with the greatest love for peace. I love this nation of ours, and lending you my support is the least I can do.
When I see you smile like that, how can I not be encouraged?
Oh. There's plenty more who believe in your cause. I can recruit a whole battalion of smiling faces if you think it'll help.
Yours alone is more than enough. Thank you, Peshua.
And thank you, Third Promise. I shall pray for your success in the contest.
All those smiling faces.
Hi.
Sorry, Janassia, I'm getting distracted. It's just that with the progress I've made in the contest, even these everyday encounters feel that much more special. Do you think we can take our time and maybe wander around a bit little first? then we can head to that spot I was thinking of.
Sure. Sure thing, Wuklumat. Gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful sunrise. Beautiful ocean.
This is much better. I used to come here all the time when I was little. Would look out over the whole city, and whatever worries I had would seem so small.
Isn't that the palace? I used to come here all the time when I was little. The front porch of my home. I would come to the front porch all the time. It's like, well, yeah, it's your front porch. It's not that far from where you live.
Do you remember what I said at the top of Workor Zormor? That I would fight to preserve Papa's peaceful Tural?
Yeah.
Well, I've been thinking a lot since then. About what peace really means. If it's just the absence of war. And it brought to mind all the best parts of our journey so far.
Smiles. Helping people's. Oh, yo, I noticed that they're fading to black this time instead of fading to white. Flashbanging me every 5 seconds.
I realized nothing gives me greater joy than the happiness of others.
That's good.
Life has its ups and downs, but the company of family and friends and the music of their laughter is what makes it worth living. And as silly as it might sound, I've come to believe that those smiling faces are the best measure of peace.
You wish for a world like in the Yokui's dream? That's the sort of thing I'd expect you to say.
Really? I feel proud somehow. It's an answer I arrived at by trying to be true to myself. That you think I succeeded, it means a lot.
Yeah.
So, this is my plan. When I become Dawn Servant, I'll build on Papa's peace. Our people will live together in happiness.
Okay.
It's just like Kryl said. By taking the time to hear their concerns, understand their feelings, and consider how best to serve, with each passing day, I'll be that much closer to becoming the leader I want to be.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to say how much I've changed since the contest began. But there's one thing I can say with confidence. I wouldn't have come this far without you as allies.
Yeah?
If it wasn't for you all listening and feeling and thinking along with me, I would have never learned so much, and in so short a time. There are 2 keystones left. After everything that's happened, and imagining what could happen, are you still willing to walk this path with me?
Of course! With you to the end. You seem a very good candidate for Dawn's servant.
Thank the gods for that. Well, I've nothing else to get off my chest. I need to head to the palace, but I'll see you back at the cabins.
The palace is right there, for sure. See you back at the cabins. I really like the look of those boots. They look really good. Awaken? Time for another journey. That daytime song here in Tulialal. Ba 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 ba. That gorgeous sun. Look at that. Athena?
You look to be in good spirits. I assume your leisure time was well spent. I was glad to snatch some quality sleep myself. After all, it will soon be back to the road for us.
Indeed. A 663 weapon.
I'm sure the others will be along shortly. I do hope everyone has rested well.
Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba.
Now that we have refreshed ourselves somewhat, let us consider all claimants as they currently stand. Zuraljar and Kona have completed every feat thus far and hold 5 keystones apiece. Wuklamat would be equal with them but for Bakool Jarjar's thievery, which has left us 1 short. That conniving braggart didn't so much as lift a finger for the feat of proof and wreaked havoc for the feat of ice. He can't have more than 3 keystones at most. He may think he can simply steal what he needs to win, but he's sorely mistaken. I will be taking back what is mine. This I swear. I fear that reclaiming your keystone may not be enough. That is, if Bakool Jarjar's unleashing of Valigarmonda is any indication. Using his lead, I anticipate that he will move to obtain the remaining keystones before disrupting his rival's attempts. We may all find ourselves being forced to take from one another. I can't say I'd be comfortable with that. But neither will I surrender my claim to the throne so easily. If it's for the sake of preserving the happiness of my people, I'll do what I must. The last two keystones we require are those of the Lay of Repast and the Lay of the Brotherhood. The former depicts the cessation of hostilities between the Mamulja and Spra in the forest of Yoctel, specifically near a village called Ikbrash. That's where I was born, if you recall. I haven't been back there since Papa took me in when I was a baby. Where the Lay of the Brotherhood takes place, however, is unclear. In the saga, it is said that a foreign explorer came seeking an audience with the Dawn Servant, but little more than that.
Foreign explorer.
Eorzea has a similar tale. The explorer Ketenram befriended a two-headed king known as the Autarch before commencing his travels across Tular. He journeyed here several times afterwards, but was ultimately lost at sea. At least that is the commonly held belief.
Your two-headed king certainly sounds like Papa. So this Ketenram fellow must have come to Tulialal.
Yep.
But if he indeed arrived some 80 years ago, the capital may not have been built yet. Vestiges of Yokoi architecture notwithstanding. Wait, you said Autarch, didn't you? Then Ketenram must have met the Dawn Servant in Mamuk.
Mamuk? Is that a city?
One of the grandest in Taral, once upon a time, and the seat of Mamul Jah's homeland. It too lies in Yoctel, not far from Ikbrash.
In all things considered, Yoctel seems the obvious choice for our next destination.
From here, the safest method of travel is by dirigible. We should make for the landing once our preparations are complete. We're riding in one of Kona's balloons? They can't be any worse than ships, can they?
Well, who knows? Who knows?
Ooh.
Exultation.
Look at these massive balloons.
The next flight to Yoctel will be leaving shortly. Passengers are asked to keep hands, legs, and luggage inside the dirigible at all times.
Are we sure that thing will stay in the air? All the way to Yoctel?
Yes, all the way to Yoctel.
you ready? Bags packed and goodbye said? There's no going back once we lift off.
Oh, whoops. No!
Who am I kidding? My knees won't stop shaking. Hey, will you hold my hand? Just until I've settled my nerves?
Of course. Maybe ask Aaron will? No, of course.
You're the nicest person I've ever met, Junasia. I'll try not to crush your hand. There she is. Third promise. Wait just a moment.
Ah, Mabu.
Mablu and Tobli, of course. I'll wait as long as you need. Oh, look, no, it looks like we can't get on the dirigibles just yet. Sorry to delay you, but we were able to discover the origin of Kryle's earring. Is that so?
You said before that it gained popularity in Yoctoral as a protective ward for travelers, correct?
That's right. We tracked down the elderly merchant to whom first sales are attributed. According to him, the design imitates an accessory worn by a foreign mage he met at market some 20 years ago. Little did he know that charming taste of salt would prove to be a commercial triumph.
A foreign mage wearing this earring could only be my grandfather. Did the merchant happen to mention which market?
One in Yaktel, to where it seems you are already bound.
What luck! Then I shall seek my next clue once we arrive. Is it mere coincidence that brought my grandfather there, or yet another discovery to look forward to? Thank you both for coming all this way.
Anything for the third promise. Good luck with the rest of the rite. Thanks. I won't let you down. I've just got to board this dirigible and I'm as good as there.
Last call for passengers to Yoctel. Once again, please board the dirigible.
I really hope she wins. Yaktel will test her mettle, without a doubt. The next Dawn servant may be willing to bear the full weight of this nation's history, no matter how heavy it may be.
The fierce Shepral hunters who laid claim to this land call it the Azure Forest, Yaktel.
Yaktel, look at this place.
Battered by meteors in ancient times and colored mesmerizing shades of blue and green by nature, it is easy to understand why the place is so named.
It's beautiful. Oh, poor the Wuklimat.
It is here, where the Shepral and Mamulja once battled for dominance, that the right of succession would reach its climax.
Yaktel. Right of succession will meet its climax? In the third area of 6?
Are you all right?
I've never been good with heights.
vegetation is far denser than in Cozumauca.
Cozumauca. That's how you pronounce it? Cozumauca, not Kazumauka. Cozumauca.
I suggest you pay more attention to the ground, unless you want to walk straight into a cenote.
Why even put the apostrophe there if it's not gonna be like a slight? It's just gonna be. I don't know. Kazumauka. It's like the apostrophe isn't even there.
A cenote?
Sinkholes filled with rain and groundwater. Many meteors fell here long ago, it is said, and after they struck the earth, it became susceptible to erosion. Deep as some of the pits are, you'll not climb out in a hurry should you take a tumble.
Take a tumble?
So, don't take a tumble.
So don't take a tumble, Wuklamat.
It was one time.
Is the Chabral community depicted in the Lay of Repast close by?
Aye. We need but follow the path a short way west.
Right. I can't stand here with my knees knocking forever. Let's get going.
Yeah. Also, you know, Alphino, could you maybe cast Esuna on our friend Wuklamat? Would that help?
With thicker vegetation comes reduced visibility. I advise you to keep someone in sight at all times.
They say as they fade away, they just disappear instantly. Diabolos. Oh, Elisha Hansamu Diabolos. A new area with only 2 Aetherites. Interesting. Bought also. 141 southwest. Okay. That's the way I'm headed anyway. Dude. Just look at this. It's so beautiful, dude. Love it.
Look, it's a flying squirrel in the distance.
No! Ah, he's got swords! The flying squirrel has swords! Where did you get those swords from, little guy? Please stop trying to kill me. I don't want to do this. Oof. Okay. Midgardstormer. Take me away. 50 to the northeast. I passed it? What? 54 west. Why'd you say northeast? There it is. Hiding behind the trees. There we go. And where's the next one? 264 to the north? What? Then why didn't you say that was the closest one before? I don't know. I don't know, man. It seems ridiculous. So I was like right here. Okay, it is 233 versus the like 130 something that it was for the other one. And it seems to be more west than north. Tomu Rising. Southwest. Very much further west than it was north. Ah, there it is. A tune! Better understanding of the wind's currents. Yes. 6:31 today. East. Way off to that corner, huh? Alright, we'll give it a little rest for now. Continue main story, since we basically have to get through the entire main story to be able to fly here anyway. Like, the entire main story of this area. Yaktel. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Dirigible landing. Utomo Horizon. This game do be looking real good. Really, really good now. With that graphics update. There's a hole in the ground over there.
Good. Everyone's accounted for. Express is up ahead. Let's be on our way. Express.
There's one 415 southwest of here. Alfino.
Erenville was not exaggerating about the cenotes. It would be a grueling ordeal to climb out of one.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully we made it here without incident. Let's not dally any longer.
Questions. Do I even... bother? I mean, my weapon is 660. Why would I care about a 663 that requires you to be level 7 or 94? I mean, this one only requires level 90. Let me see what's the sword I'm using for Dark Knight. 640. So I might get the one. I might give it to Dark Knight. That'll be a bit more of a leap of 23 item levels. There's a chest piece. So I guess I'll get a whole set for Dark Knight. Probably.
Ready to head on in?
Yeah.
Our first task should be finding the Elector. Hopefully our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly upon us. The third promise and her retinue, I presume.
You presume right. I seek the Dawn Servant's elector.
Then come and join us in the Garden of the Stars, at the village center. Everyone is waiting for you.
Everyone? And who might that be?
There is but one way to find out. Come, let us follow him.
Nodders.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Well, looks like that's everyone, yeah. Huh.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
Shut up, Surreal Jet.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with Ligarmanda in the first place.
I'm gonna murder you, Bakool Chacha.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Now that we are assembled, let us begin. My name is Hunmuruk. As a Brash Rash, I have the honor of serving as elector on behalf of my people. As all four claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. Third promise, if you would please join us.
Sup, Thancred and Urianger. I guess the retinues stay back here.
Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation.
Oh boy.
You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
Alright, we'll come out in Kona.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner.
Ooh.
Teams will be decided by lots.
Oh.
Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
Well forbid Wuklamat is paired with Bakool Jaja. After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
Oh, I would too.
Claimants, please present your colors. I have red.
Okay.
Blue. On separate teams, then. And the rest?
Rest?
Red!
Yes.
Which means...
Ukrumat and Kona.
Together again, as fate would have it.
victory's as good as ours.
Yeah.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
Yeah.
Not the one-head.
Would you have preferred either of the other two? Like...
Listen well. for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Chebral cuisine. Shibruk Pibil.
Huh. Cook.
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
You shut your stupid face.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Yeah.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say?
Indeed.
Indeed. If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
True.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
Indeed.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along?
Smile.
But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future.
But you have to respect your past and history and learn from it. Of course, this guy's bored.
The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivir will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques. Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster. Let the feat of repast begin.
Are all the ingredients here already?
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Bibil before.
Yeah.
What's it like, I wonder?
Shibruk Pibil. Well, you have to find out what it is and a recipe for cooking it. Gonna.
How fortunate that this feat's unique stipulations have frustrated Bakool Jaja's attempts to delay us. Serves him right. That's what he gets for endangering my people with his schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He's plenty strong and obviously has a mind for strategy, twisted though it may be. I'll never understand him.
He only cares about strength and murder.
Putting aside our competition for the moment, allow me to express how glad I am for this opportunity to work together. As I see it, our team possesses a distinct advantage.
Of course we do. Any team I'm on is bound to succeed.
Precisely. You mean we have an advantage in numbers, yes?
Come on, just like, what?
Our competition has a team of 6. The two claimants Sarilja and Bakool Jaja's lackeys. Whereas we are a team of 9. That's 3 more people we can mobilize.
With the task suitably delegated, it should be a brisk affair to learn the recipe and assemble necessary ingredients.
Too easy. Well, we mustn't be overconfident, lest we make a careless mistake that could have been easily avoided. Our first order of business should be determining the recipe for Shibruk Pibil. We can hardly gather ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Given the nature of this feat, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of the Shabral people. Let us gather here once we have seen what clues this village has to offer.
Oh. Colorful spices. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna put my hands all over your colorful spices. A number of spices, some entirely unfamiliar to you, are nestled in a basket.
That one's called akiote. We mostly use it to add a bit of color to our most popular cuisine. But its medicinal benefits are significant as well. Akiote.
So an ingredient, one of the ingredients is akiote. Now we know. The recipe for Shibruk Pibil? I wish I could tell you, friend. A dish so delicious is meant to be shared. Alas, we are forbidden from divulging anything. Orders from Han Muruk himself. But your mentioning it has given me a fierce craving. I only hope there's still Ibruk to be had at market. Wink. Ibruk. And Akiote. Doing some wrestling. Whoopie Go Guardian.
We ought to cut our losses and head to Mamuk. This feat is nothing but a fool's errand. You're the fool if you think he won't tan our hides for leather if we dare to return without enough keystones. Besides, we've taken from our house cat before. How difficult could a second time be? Hi. What are you looking at, salt liquor? Mind your own business.
Yeah, you better run. Yeah, you better run. I swear. I'm murdering it. Bakool cha-cha with that. Gemstone Trader. Goodbye. Bright banana peel? What is with that banana peel? Why is it pink and blue and yellow? An unusually colored banana peel has been neatly arranged on the ground, which appears to be smoking. Oh no! It appears I've gone and dropped my jewel. I mean, Jatika banana peel. I could barely see it for all the steam issuing from my underground oven. Ah, there's nothing like enjoying a tasty banana while you use the leaves in your cooking. Uh-huh.
A banana? Grab the leaves, Wuklamat. Were you not listening? The leaves of the banana.
Of the banana tree, I would assume. Gotta use them in our cooking. Our underground cooking. Gotta use a cooking pit.
Sorry, I'm back.
What did we discover about Shibruk Pipil? True to your prediction, the villagers were forbidden from educating us directly. However, many were still preparing it as one might a staple dish, and observation of their techniques yielded clues enough.
A lady blending local herbs and spices was only too happy to describe the ones I didn't recognize, while neither confirming nor denying any relation to Shibruk Pipil.
But one in particular she attributed to all common Shpral dishes. Akiote, she called it.
Yep.
I see. Then if Shibruk Pipil is indeed a dish as ubiquitous as Alfino claims, we have confirmed our first ingredients.
Meanwhile, I did observe a cook burying bundles wrapped in the leaf of Najul, or banana, in certain localities. 'Twould seem the use of subterranean ovens is commonplace.
I saw the same. I think we all know what's inside those bundles then. Don't you?
So do I have any... Ibruk, without a doubt. A sizzling slab of beef. It smells so good I can practically taste a squeaky flesh of a bipedal fish. Ibruk?
As would be expected of a dish called Shibruk Pipil, indeed. So to summarize, this dish is one of Ibruk, flavored with a combination of spices that includes akiote and steamed underground within najul or banana leaves.
Given our assumptions are correct, we must now learn where and how to procure our ingredients.
As a staple cuisine, its ingredients would be close at hand, which is why Fancred and I scouted the surrounding forests while you all were exploring the village. Between the local vegetation and wild Ibruk, we should have everything we need in regards to meat and spices. Heh, leave it to a master gleaner. With that, we should next divvy up our tasks. While some gather ingredients, others should make ready the kitchen. I can help prepare the kitchen.
Permit me to assist as well. Our ovens will doubtless require firewood, and I have some experience in its gathering.
I too should be glad to volunteer mine aid. As I am a healer, I won't be much use in fighting beasts.
Then the rest of us will gather ingredients. I can make quick work of the spices and herbs myself.
I am happy to lead someone to a suitable Ibruk if they will perform the requisite deed. Alice? As for the Najul leaves, I believe I am capable of acquiring that much on my own. Be warned, you won't find Najul in these parts. They only grow in the Jatika heartland, forests far below these. Such an excursion may be time-consuming. Perhaps we ought to try bartering first. This feat encourages our communication with the locals, after all. Lameti, Junatia, If you would accompany me on my errand.
Sure.
No better way to whet my appetite. Good. Let us be about our tasks then.
Here we go.
Come on, let's go and get those Najul leaves. The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat.
Well, the sooner we do, the sooner we can cook the food, and then the sooner we can eat. Kona has the look of a man intent on finding bananas. Okay.
Let us see if there are Najul leaves to be had in town. Perhaps the cook Urian J mentioned might be persuaded to spare us a few.
Right, cheerful cook. Cooking in these pits.
Oh, hello again. Did you need something?
Don't you suppose you happen to have any spare banana leaves?
Najul leaves, for purposes other than Shibruk Pibil? Naturally. Unfortunately, I've just used up my last. You'll have to travel to the lower forests for more. Golmajik Grove is the source of the finest Najul leaves you'll find. Wild variants you sometimes see in city markets can't compare.
I see. I had hoped to avoid such a lengthy venture, but if there's no other way to obtain our ingredient, then to the Jatika heartland we shall go.
Allow me to save you the trip. Traveling there requires that you go through the Tainbek Traverse, but it has caved in due to the recent storm, I expect.
What? But that means we can't get our Najul leaves! But we can, can't we? If there were no other way of procuring them, you would have suspended this feat, or else altered its objective.
Perhaps. Anyway, I apologize for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I felt compelled to chime in.
That's very kind of you. Any last-minute advice you'd be willing to share?
Only to undertake the feat of repast with an empty stomach. You may find Shibruk Pibil to be a delicious but daunting dish to finish.
I can't wait! Still, if there are no leaves here, and we can't travel for more, how are we supposed to gather all our ingredients? These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and cultures of Turialam. So perhaps there is something about Shibruk Pibil that we have yet to learn. Something of significance other than its recipe for ingredients.
A cultural significance?
Oh, I see. Like, who was the first to make it? Its history, that sort of thing.
If it's Yaktel's history you're interested in, you should start with the Old War.
Between the Shabral and the Mamulja, right?
These forests have borne witness to centuries of warfare, the evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. To know the end of that bloodshed is to know Shibruk Pibil.
Huh? What does Steam de Brook have to do with bloodshed? Precisely the question we must answer. Vexing though such a detour may seem, I can think of no other way to approach this feat.
In that case, you may wish to visit the site of a settlement ruined by the war, the village of Ilyon Asso. It lies a short distance to the east.
The village of Ilyon Asso. Understood. Thank you for your help. Come, let's go and see this place.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Just down the road.
Don't mind me, Necrosis. I have no quarrel with you. I said don't. I said don't worry about me.
The village of Ilyon Asso must be further east. Let us continue with haste. For all we know, our competitors may be on our heels.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see them cook a proper Shabral meal. We all know Bakool Jaja's not going to be any help. Other than maybe killing an... what was it? Ibruk or whatever? It's twice as far as it seemed. Plus, let's get this map here. There we go. Killer piranha.
Ho! Ho! Ether current. A tune. Woo!
.641 southwest. What's the next closest? Uklamat. What have we here? Some seemingly abandoned homes.
So this is the village of Ilyon Asso, or what's left of it.
It was a place of light and life. My great-grandfather called it home, in fact.
Wukevu?
Wukevu! I didn't know you were in Yaktel.
What you doing here?
I was picking up lumber from Ikbrash when I heard the third promise was on her way to this site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw another opportunity to be of service, and so followed you here.
Wukevu is a shipwright who came to our aid during the Feat of Reeds.
A pleasure. You are a member of the Third Promise's retinue, I presume?
For the moment, I suppose I am. My name is Kona. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Kona? Now that's a good name. A familiar name. Where have I heard...
Here we go again.
Kona? As in the second promise of Tulialal? To think that I address the Dawn Servant's own son as some common retainer, such disrespect cannot be excused. Please, take up your gun and...
Oh, come on, not this again! I take no offense, so please do not dwell on it.
All right then, I shall not dwell on it.
And right on cue. At least he's consistent.
I understand you wish to learn about Shibruk Pibil. While I'm forbidden from the Sprash Rocks to divulge any information regarding its preparation, I would be happy to share what I know of Yoktel's history.
We'd appreciate that.
In its most basic sense, the conflict between the Shpral and Mamulja was one of land. The Mamulja live in the lower forest, while where the thick canopy obscures the sun and the soil is unforgiving to crops. This drove them to covet the upper forest, the home of the Shpral, and they launched a determined campaign to seize it for themselves. Yet advantage ever favors higher ground, and the Shpral forces held the upper hand against the invaders, rebuffing them time and again.
But as the state of this village would attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought it about?
Something you know all too well, blessed siblings. Our blessed siblings. You must understand, the Mamulja were once a people as much at war with themselves as they were with others. The Hubigo, Bunewa, and Dopro each sought to assert dominance over the others, even as they engaged the Shpral in battle. In an effort to strengthen bonds and discourage infighting, Hubigo and Bunewa leaders arranged a marriage between their children. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one could have ever imagined. It was long believed that partners of differing clans could not have children together. But when it happened, a child arrived who shared the blood of Hubigo and Bunewa both, a two-headed Mamulja. Blessed with tremendous physical strength and magical prowess, he grew into a mighty warrior before eventually arising as the first autarch, ruler of all three clans.
Such qualities would dispose anyone to leadership, character notwithstanding.
Under the autarch's rule, the newly united Mamulja became a force to be feared, and the war soon came to a head. I think it best you see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and there I shall continue the tale.
And so we continue our journey. Beautiful starry sky. Look.
This is where most battles were fought between the Shpral and Mamulja, the Shobrit Cinderfield.
And it's still like this? How long ago was the war? Because from this it would seem rather recent. I mean, you'd expect plants to grow back pretty quickly.
A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been. The war over these lands began after the Yoqui's departure some 500 years ago. And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence, A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter. Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago. Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
Yeah.
First they sealed Valley Armanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn Servant's behest.
Who's listening in on our conversation? Yeah.
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours! If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace!
Buff your tails and scurry off, then! Cowards like you ill deserve the bounty of this forest. Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance?
Huh?
You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us.
Is that...
Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
It's him. It's the guy.
He's from across the ocean.
Indeed.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end?
A big boat.
That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then? You do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda. What? You defeated the Sky Ruin?
What? What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? What?
I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Uh-huh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How the Pelu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Yep.
Those strengths
Diversity.
are born of cooperation. the guiding principle of the nation we envision.
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
An evening. Did he cook up this this special meal that became a staple? Everyone loved it. Who's out there?
And so began that legendary banquet. One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Chibral steamed najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the dawn servant laughed and declared once more, their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
Yeah.
That's Shibruk Pibil, I'd wager.
It is a marriage of Chibral and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The dawn servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
Ignorance begets a strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
So bright.
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Smile.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Yeah, Kona.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Shibruk Pibil and the history it has written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us. What's wrong?
There's someone out there. They've been listening in, spying on us. I swear.
Someone was there, you say?
Yep. I knew they were. I got a vision from them.
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
I'm sure.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
Cooking up bitter and half-baked.
Papa really did live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about our people's myriad cultures. And we're doing the same now.
That's kind of the point, I would think.
A mystery gift? Wukevu has given us valuable insight into the origins of Shibruk Pibil. However, we are still no closer to procuring the necessary Najul leaves, unless... Tell me, what was that historic feast commemorated in some fashion, with a monument, for instance?
Indeed it was. Allow me to show you.
Perhaps there are offerings at the monument. Offerings of banana leaves? Perhaps? You know, maybe? Wouldn't that be something? Huh. An axe and a sword.
Here it is. Offered up by the two factions, these weapons symbolize their vow that they would never again raise arms against each other.
Since this feat demands a journey through history, I thought it only logical that a monument like this might steer us true. Especially one at the heart of so significant a battlefield. Lamechi, Gymnasia, would you help me search this area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye. Sure thing. Look here. The soil has been recently overturned. Someone buried something? Recently? Ooh! Someone buried a box! With banana leaves? Well, I would have been satisfied to find only a hint, but here they are, fresh Najul leaves. Good Muruk's doing, I'd wager. There's a poetry in hiding them in this battlefield, given that it was central to the war they helped end. Heh, so he planned all this from the start. Thank you again, Wukevu. We wouldn't have found these leaves without your help.
It was my honor to render assistance. And with apologies to present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well. Third promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the Feast of Reeds, I have been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. All devised solutions to the Hanu's ailing crops, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Ihihana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. In my humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Tulialal and what they hold dear. Should you again require the historical musings of an old shipwright, I am ever at your service. For now, take my leave.
Bye-bye! I cannot argue with that.
Huh?
We have what we need. Let us return to Ikbrash. All the way out here, huh? Anything? 459 to the south. No. I will get the map here while we're all the way east. Just still in the corner. No. Alright, now we will just teleport back to Ikbrash. Make our shruk dish.
since we should have all the ingredients now. Bol Lis. Kona.
I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect.
I hope so. I'm famished.
Waiting at the destination.
How did everyone fare?
We got the Najul leaves. Ukevu came along and helped us find them.
Ukevu was here? I would have liked to say hello.
Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. You see, way back when, the Shibral and Mamulja were at war, and then Papa came and settled their differences. With a feast! Good times had by all.
That Gulul Jaja brought an end to centuries of warfare surprises me little, but to achieve said peace through cuisine is something else entirely.
Leave it to my old man to find the oddest of solutions. But how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready?
Everything should be in order. Rianche and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need, with no mention of what we needed them for, of course.
We could just, you know, we need some cooking utensils. Surely not for Shabruk. Or was it Shabruk? Whatever it is. Surely not for that special dish. No. But we need cooking utensils to cook food.
And I am pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest had to offer.
Spoken like a true expert. Arundel and I found our Ibruk, so we should have meat aplenty.
It was a spirited creature, so much so that its hunter fell down a cenote trying to catch it.
What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand?
Yes, I will never speak of it to anyone. Immediately speak of it to everyone. I picked a good portion of local herbs with particular attention to the seeds that yield akiote. I'm told our resident astrologian divined the appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well.
Aye. Through further inquiry, did I determine the ideal balance of spices.
Then all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume that at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts?
I'm something of a chef myself. Level, like, 30, 32-ish.
I can hardly claim profound skill, but I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me. And you, I hope. I could use your adventurer's grit when it comes to skinning the Abruk.
Sure.
Oh, my mouth is watering already. Without further delay, then.
Let's do it. Of course I'll help with the cooking. Like I said, I'm level like 30-something culinarian. Surely that's enough to cook this dish.
Oh, it smells so good.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
Uh-huh.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Bakool Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
Really? Bet you didn't have a personal historian.
Ready.
It's ready. Are those tacos? This looks like just a bunch of chilies. Chili peppers. Do 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 do.
Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
Smile.
This looks amazing!
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Yep.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then.
How does it taste? Tiny little taco. Tiny taco. One bite.
In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Pibil admirably. Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoktel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it.
Yep.
Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you. All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment.
Yeah. Shut up.
Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
Looks like Shibruk Pibil.
I see. While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated in spice before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Oh boy.
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
his ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
Uh-oh.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
No, you can't. That's not how...
This is delicious! The brook is so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the najou leaf rounds out these spices is sublime.
Smile. Delicious.
This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Choke on your harmony.
Get lost.
Come, come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
You don't have to tell me twice. Ah, that was bliss.
It was palatable enough, I suppose.
Uh-huh. What can you do?
To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
Yellow this time.
Only 1 feet left.
Yep.
Only one remains.
Well, I should get going then.
Yep.
I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
Yeah. Smile.
We can do better than that, surely.
Come on, Kona. You can do better than that. I know you can give a proper thank you.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone.
You're welcome.
I forgot something important.
Huh?
Was there any Shipbrook people left? I could really use another helping.
Wuklamat! I mean, there might be some of Bakool Jaja and Zarulja's Shibruk Piril.
That was so good. I'm already looking forward to having Shibruk Pibil again. Here, Ginasia. Kryle made more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I'm thinking to buy more for the road myself. Now that the feat of repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right?
Oh, you. New wares are now available from the Shibral merchant in Ik Prash. Nice. Look at that. Cannot be retrieved once used. Can be used up to 10 times. Similar to my sandwich basket. Direct hit bonus plus 4%, max 10. Vitality bonus plus 5%, max of 12. Gear durability bonus plus 3. Experience bonus plus 3%. And duration is 30 minutes. How about that? should probably sell these. Move this over. Swap those out. I'll need more max ethers, but it's fine. So much gear sitting here. Okay.
Let's see. Seeing as we now face the penultimate objective of the rite, it would be wise to travel to Mamuk and undertake the feat of the Brotherhood without delay.
Wise, yes, but impossible. The Teenbeck Traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Jatika heartland, is still impassable.
Is there no other route?
I'm afraid not. Work to clear the path is underway, though, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon.
Then let us each use this time as we see fit. I, for one, would like to explore the village's surrounds. If Erenville would oblige me with a tour.
Very well. I have no other arrangements.
Then I will come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. Though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, it does afford me an opportunity to look into my grandfather's purported visit to Yaktel. Oh, that's right! Mablu did say something about a foreign mage coming through here decades back, didn't she? I'll come with you. Want to join us, Junasia?
Sure.
Let us reconvene here after our respective diversions.
Sounds good.
As I recall, the merchant met my grandfather at a market in Yaktel some 20 years ago. Any who might reliably remember him must therefore be at least middle-aged. Let us make inquiries where we can.
Ik prash.
Grizzled villager. A foreign mage 20 years ago? Yes, I remember him. It's not often we get visitors from across the salt, let alone those traveling with infants, baby girls, I recall.
Hey, wind up Tomberry. Don't you try to slash at Kryl. It's rude. I saw you in the corner there.
I only saw him in passing, mind. If anyone were to know more, I'd wager it would be Hanmu Rook. He was already Sprash Rocks then.
A baby girl? It couldn't have been. Thank you, sir. That information is very helpful.
Tomberry, what did I say? You stop it! Behave yourself. Let's go see about a merchant to sell some things. And check on our gear. All set. Those. We have probably nothing amazing yet. All 92s, and they're 655 item level. It does look nice.
Nice. Ants. Eh. Those look a little better. Kind of shiny at the shins. Those look nice. Little, like wrappings. Nice gloves. Those are pretty cool. We have this. Pretty cool. That looks nice. That also looks like, that looks really nice. Dude, look at that. Is it like ab plates in the cloak? I really like that. What is this one for? Dragoon Reaper's pretty good, yeah. I could see giving that to my Reaper. Probably dyeing it, but it's got 2 dye slots. Oh, and this one's for tanks. AA. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Those are Ruthenium lorica. Hold up. Dark mahogany. Don't think that's gonna match this. We'll see. At the very least, this shop is here, and doubt it's going anywhere. Got this full head wrap, except for one eye. And then just a little band. Okay. Good to know, good to know. We shall continue our investigations, though. Boleus. Boleus. Or Elias. Hunmuruk. Hunmu. Hello again. Do you require assistance?
A foreign mage passed through Ikbraj roughly 20 years ago, possibly carrying a young child. Do you remember him?
Why do you ask me this? Who is this man to you?
He may have been my grandfather, and I wish to know what brought him here.
Your grandfather?
Not by blood, but he is family nonetheless.
A foreign mage did indeed visit Ikbraj, Master Galuf.
That's the one. Smile.
So far as his identity is concerned, I trust you are satisfied? More than that, however, I cannot say.
Why not?
I simply cannot. I beg your forgiveness and understanding.
Very well. I will not press. Thank you for confirming his presence here. The rest I will discover myself. Out of more general curiosity, I have another question. They say the Yokui once dwelled in these forests. Where was that exactly?
General curiosity indeed. But yes, before they withdrew to Urkopacha some 5 centuries ago, the Yokui claimed Yoktel as their own. Many of their architectural remains can be found in the lower forests, the Jatika heartland.
Then that's where they must have had their visions. Thank you. That answers much and more.
I understand that it means what it means to long for one's family. So believe me when I say that, though my position forbids me from aiding you further, I wish you nothing but success. By helping the Third Promise find the Golden City, you will surely find the answers to your questions. Speaking of which, I have a query of my own for you, Ginasia. May I request a moment of your company?
Sure.
Go on, we'll wait for you.
What do you have to add? They're standing right there.
Thank you for obliging me. First, let us head to the cenote behind this village.
I was gonna say, because, like, they're right there. Right here, then, huh? Woo!
It was my intention to see you off without saying anything, but Mistress Kral's plea has softened my resolve. As a leader of our community, I am gladdened to see that the Third Promise has surrounded herself with such compassionate and trustworthy companions. Would you tell me of her journey thus far?
Well, you see, we started with the Hanu Hanu, and she revived the Ihihana tradition. And we went to the Palo, and we ran around their little village for a bit, doing some mercantile work.
Is that so? It seems the rite has been a source of great learning and growth for Wuklamat. It does me well to hear that.
I have a feeling that you're some way related to her, possibly her biological father. And I've had that feeling for a little while, because he's seemed to, like, kind of nudge us in the right direction here and there.
My daughter would be about her age.
See?
Girls are rarely born amongst the Shbrawl. So when she arrived, the village was elated. Such joy I felt when first I held her, and pain when I found her at the bottom of a cenote. 3 years old. An accident, it was said, but I knew better. She had been pushed. Though we never caught them, a suspicious figure was seen fleeing towards the Jatika heartland, towards Mamuk. Once bitter enemies, the Mamulja and Shbrawl had learned to live in peace. But who could doubt the intent of such a reprehensible act? By targeting the child who would one day lead her people, the criminals sought to undermine the future of the Shbrawl. I was determined not to let them succeed, and so I let the memory of my daughter die in that cenote, and gave her into the care of the one person I knew who could protect her. Dawn Servant Gulul Jaja. Though she was born to lead the Shbrawl, fate had a greater plan for Wuklamat. Only the Dawn Servant and I know the truth, but I must now take you into my confidence for one reason. If the villain who attempted to murder my daughter was indeed of Mamuk, then rancor towards the Shbrawl still burns. I was caught off guard once. I will not suffer the same tragedy again. And so I ask you, not as the Dawn Servant's elector, but as a father, to watch over the Third Promise. Defend her from her enemies that may be lurking in shadow. Will you do this for me?
Of course. I mean, the Dawn Servant already asked the same of me, and I would do so anyway.
Thank you, from the bottom of my heart.
As the Dawn Servant also.
Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tulialal, but a concerned father. Suffice it to say, this conversation must remain between us. Pray breathe not a word of this to anyone.
I got you, bro. Da 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 da. What do you think you're doing, huh? Sneaking in the shadows.
Recalling the past has rendered me emotional. I require a moment to compose myself, but please, do not keep the third promise waiting.
Back to Wooklemat. Gotta meet up with our friends. Why is it glowing? Seems like a fight. Fight's brewing. Upon speaking with Wooklemat, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Level sync, huh? Are they gonna attack right now? Is Bakool Jaja is just gonna fight us right now?
You're back! So what did Hanmuruk want?
It's a secret. It's a secret to everyone.
It's alright. You don't have to say. More importantly, the Teenbeck Traverse still isn't clear yet. Something about even more rocks. Then I think I'll take the opportunity to rest. All that cooking and preparation and preparing for it has worn me out. A nap does sound tempting.
I hear there's gonna be multiple cutscenes and also some fighting.
A moment, promise.
A moment, promise.
You're one of Bakool Jaja's. What do you want?
I've come to fetch you. You're welcome to refuse, but know that it would be most unwise.
And why's that?
I'm sure your salted friend has an idea. What do you think? And they say house cats don't come when called. Follow me, promise. Do you know who I am? I think you don't. I think you still don't know who I am. You haven't learned your lesson yet.
What is the meaning of this? And just how far do you plan on taking us?
Hello, Bakool Jaja. Are you gonna try and throw her into a cenote again?
Oh, Morok! Bakool Jaja, you snake! If you want my keystone so badly, you'll deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty! This man is the reason we are here. Take a good look at him. Go on, look. Surely you recognize your real father.
Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted sellsword. She heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
Is it true? Is Humuruk my...
It's true.
Your silence says it all.
Yeah.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. If that adventurer attempts to interfere,
Oh, you're so afraid of me now? I didn't realize you were a big chicken.
I'll kill the old man myself!
Big two-headed chicken, huh?
You despicable, heartless fiend! Kinsman or no, I won't stand for you taking hostages! Come on then! You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight!
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue. By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa Dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him.
I trust you. I believe in you.
Well, what are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
I know I didn't hear you right.
All I'm saying is, all I see is a big two-headed chicken. Don't worry, the scary adventurer won't try anything funny. Cowards don't stand a chance against Wuklamat.
You dare call us cowards?
Yeah, because you are.
I'll kill you, kill you, kill you all! Don't look away, son. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
I'll be right over
Hey,
here.
eyes on me. The house cat, remember?
Am I going to be playing as Wuklamat for this fight?
I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you. I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people.
Yep. In this battle, you will play as Wuklamat. Through skillful combat, Wuklamat will gain the resolve she needs to unleash powerful limit breaks. Ooh. Not only do these attacks deal great damage, they will recover HP. Use them early and often to emerge victorious. Limit breaks, huh? Cool. Alright, hang on, I gotta figure out. Okay, we got executes following actions in succession: Trials of Turali Fervor, Turali Judgment. Following in succession: Claw of the Brash, Fangs of the Brash, Tail of the Brash. Combo bonus restores on HP. If any of the weapon skills are not ready, the combo will start again. Break of the Luetena. Delivers a ranged attack with potency 150. Increases immunity. Alright, ranged. Increases maximum HP by 20% and restores the amount increased. Okay, so we've got a heal. Run of the Ranik. Rushes the target. Alright, so we got a attack, a gap closer. We got two different combos. Why would you use this one instead of this one? Because this one deals more damage and heals. It's so weird. Not sure what the point of that is. I've got a ranged attack. Okay.
Come, you mangy house cat, so I can rip you to pieces.
Maybe it's got a long retest? No? Doesn't seem to. Ouch.
I'll cut you to shreds.
Lethal swipe. It seems like. Yeah. Straight
My
from her
magic
resolve.
should be more than enough for Miss Mittens. I'll make you eat dirt.
Oh, okay. Hey.
No more tricks, Bakool Jaja. We're settling this here and now.
Now. Fire shower, huh?
Still playing the part of the brave warrior.
What crap is this?
Miss Mittens is no longer abusing me, brother.
Dawnlit conviction.
This rite has taught me so much. About my nation, my people, and myself.
Yeah, look at her glow. What are those? Those green ones. Oh, they have like an area around with like. Oh shoot!
Can't keep up.
I thought he was gonna push me again. Crap. That's bad. That's very bad. I feel like I'm gonna die now. At 3. Oh, but there's only 3 seconds.
How do you like this?
We're good.
Kill, kitty, 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 kitty.
Oh. Just barely. Strength from her resolve. That's right. Okay, so am I just gonna stand here? Then? Yeah? Perfect.
I finally understand what it means to live in peace.
Dawnlit
To
conviction.
greet each day in safety and happiness.
Yeah.
Irritating pest.
You may do a lot of damage, but I've got
It's
heals.
time we finished her, brother. This is the end for you, kitten.
Is it now? You fail. Strength from the result. Magic standard. Oh, this again.
Know your place.
Oh, come on. There we go.
It's not enough to claim the title of Dawn's
Conviction.
servant.
Oh, I told you. I pushed
I
it.
must carry on Papa's legacy, his love for our people.
I'll grind you beneath my heel!
Oh, shoot. It's going to do a great leap. Not far enough, dang it.
Leave it out,
Dude.
Why won't you die?
Screw you.
Fine. I'll show you the true power of the blessed.
Break free of your chains. Oh, we got plenty of time.
I will be the next dawn servant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last.
Woo! Oh, sick.
That's why there's no way I'll ever lose to the light of you!
Yeah!
What? But that was everything I had!
Yeah, it turns out you suck.
I can't stand it anymore! Attack!
Bring it on! Woo! Okay, so these must be like AoEs, right? Yeah. It doesn't say they're AoEs.
This is our fight! Stay out of it!
Woo!
You bring shame upon us. You think we care about your stupid pride?
You think I care about you?
This is for Mamuk! We cannot lose!
Woo!
Oh, the great Bakool Jaja needs help, I see. Send your whole army. You still won't win. I will prove that my allies are right to believe in me.
Such confidence! What changed? She wasn't like this before!
She's become stronger than you could possibly imagine. Swuklamat's potential. Unleash it. Sunlit conviction. Yeah. Yeah. Now give me back my keystone. Oh look. I'll take that.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How can this be? How could that puny house cat beat all of us?
Because you're real dumb.
You've caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks.
Yeah. Also, you're not... If you were really this strong, why are you always, like, skulking about in the shadows? Like, clearly you're not that strong.
Threatening the Hanu, releasing Valley Armanda, harassing me is one thing. But you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakool Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
Yeah.
No.
and forgets he had the way blocked.
What? That was his doing?
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over.
Yeah.
We'll release the hostage.
You better. Bunch of bullies. Don't got even a single brain cell.
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you all right? So what Bakool Jaja said about you and me.
But to single-handedly defeat Bakool Jaja, you truly are the Dawn Servant's daughter. It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
Promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Kulul Jaja's daughter, and Tuli Hyolal's next Dawn servant.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's rejoin the others.
If the way's still blocked, then why don't we help clear it? Right?
Seems we were last to return. I'm glad everyone made it back safely. Thank you for having faith in me. Keeping out of the fight even when it got dirty couldn't have been easy for you. But Bakool Jaja won't be the last person to threaten those I care about. I wanted to prove to myself that I can stand up to such villains, even when I stand alone. Which isn't to say I won't ask for your help when I need it, of course. I know better than that now.
You did good, Wuklamat. You did good. Earlier in the Second Promises camp. What are they doing? That's a giant moon. Why is that moon so big and so close?
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover. Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Shibruk Pibil?
Also, dude, look at the eyes with this new lighting and graphics update. So, like, glossy, and with that little shine, like, reflection of the campfire.
So, thou hast taken a liking to the dish. As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this.
but there is in ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tudi Yolal hold dear, what hopes they harbor for the future. Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural.
Yeah.
But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I failed to understand my own people.
Yeah. I'm glad you're realizing this and recognizing it.
Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy Dawn servant?
Maybe one day. You just gotta live and learn.
To understand and connect with people is by no means easy.
Yeah.
But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are. What makes you laugh and cry and rage. That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection.
Understanding begets fellowship, as my father said. And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me.
I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see mine own, painful in their familiarity. Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense, and simply be.
Do you remember when you first approached us, and we asked you why you wanted to become Dawn Servant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country, and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this, and in time, they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
Very well then. I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
Wuklamat wishes to know how traversable the Teenbeck Traverse is. Teenbeck Traverse. So what's the state of the Teenbeck Traverse? Still being cleared, I'd assume. Hanmuruk said he would notify us as soon as work was done. Then perhaps now would be a good time to consider how we might reclaim Wuklamat's stolen keystone. The next feat will be our last after all. Well, about that. Oh, I already got it back. Hua! Hua! What? When?
Not to mention how. This is Bakool Jaja we're talking about.
Well, I fought him 1-on-2. Just me versus his two heads, and then he brought in all of his people, and I still beat all their butts. So I taught him a lesson and took my keystone back.
You bested Bakool Jaja in single combat. Bravo!
What can I say? I've had good friends to encourage and cheer me on.
There you are. Our excavators have contacted me with news of their success. The Teenbeck Traverse is now safe for travel.
Then we finally can make for Mamuk.
Come to think of it, isn't it Bakool Jaja's home?
We can only hope its residents don't share his winning personality.
If it is indeed the city where Ketanram first met the Dawn Servant, surely some civility awaits us.
I would not be so certain. It is true that the Dawn Servant received Ketanram in Mamuk and was instrumental in the establishment of friendly relations between the Shpral and Mamulja. But since that time, most of the Mamulja who supported his peace have left their city in favor of abiding in the capital. What remains is a cloister of Mamuk, and while these traditionalists do not take up arms against us, neither do they bear great love for outsiders.
Whatever they're like, the people of Mamuk are also of Tulialal. If I'm to be Dawn Servant, it's my job to know them first of all. Well, we'll be on our way then. I'm glad I could learn about where I came from, and eat so much Shibruk Pabil besides. Thank you for everything, Hunmuruk. Till next time, take care. First, we make our way across the Shobrit Cinderfield, due southeast. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Well, we've happened to have been there multiple times before. Shouldn't be difficult. How you have grown indeed.
Smile.
Teatro, you have a quest for me?
Yes. Seems to be taking your measure from afar. He appears pleased with what he sees.
Hello there, Genasia. You don't know me, but I've seen you keeping company with the Third Promise. I've been wanting to speak with you, if you have a moment. The name's Teatro, and I'm a hunter here. Well, almost a hunter. I have need of a strong arm to accompany me on my next foray, and I'd be honored if it belonged to one of Wuklamat's mighty champions, or companions. I know you must be a busy woman, but everyone else in their own, or has their own duties to attend to, and our village has a rule that none can hunt alone. I'd be forever grateful if you joined me.
Just tell me what to kill.
Thank you, thank you. I need to take every chance I have to gain experience if I want to be accepted by the more senior hunters. And working with you is sure to be enlightening. Great, then let's be off. The hunting grounds are to the north. See you there, Genasia.
Oh? Secrets in the Cinderfield. There's another one. It's level 90, which is odd. Why are they level 90 in a level 94 area? Oh well. Doesn't matter to me. So actually, I could do this as Dark Knight. Get a little bit more experience there.
Our quarry is a Tyaitya. They're quick and clever, a challenge for any hunter, but their meat is tasty enough to make all the trouble worth it.
They're partial to tree sap, so they're often up among the branches, nibbling away. If we wait at the base of a tree covered in this stuff, they'll probably come down to defend their score. Of course, they aren't the only animals roaming the wilds. Stealthy Vostral Bresh have made meals of more than one innocent soul, so keep an eye out, eh? I'll try the nearby trees. We should go a bit deeper into the forest so we can cover more ground. Meet me back here once you're done.
And good luck, Janasia. Vatsaral Brash. Gotta keep away from them. Beautiful music. Hi, Raging Vatsaral Brash. You didn't stand a chance. That was it? Okay. I'll take my ether current and go then. Teatro. You made it! I've only just returned myself, and I'm eager to compare our catches. Check this out. What? This is a Vatsaral brush! You went against it alone and won? I know this isn't exactly what I was looking for, but like I said, these pose a danger to the whole village. Having one fewer hungry Brash out there is something we can all be thankful for. I had a feeling about you, and I'm glad to know I was right. I'm sure they'll let us attempt the trial after this. Huh? I suppose I ought to explain. You see, there's a reason I'm so keen to gain experience as a hunter. I want to join the Brethren of Brash, but they won't accept just anybody. No, only hunters with finely honed skills and intuition are even considered. I still remember the day I decided I would be one of them. I was young, foolish, thought I could hunt on my own in defiance of the rules. Then a beast snuck up on me, its fangs bared. I thought I was done for, but then an arrow struck it down. It was one of the Brethren of Brash. He saved me, and ever since I've wanted to do the same. To watch over the forest and keep it a safe place for others. I can't think of a better way to spend my days. But their trial is conducted in pairs. I'd ask one of the Brethren to assist me, but all of them have been so busy lately. They aren't forthcoming with details, but I've gathered that the beasts of the forest have been behaving strangely lately. Either way, they have bigger things to worry about than the ambitions of a novice. But you're as good as any of them. If we do the trial together, we're sure to make it through. Please say you'll help me. This is my chance to finally be of use. Buddy, I feel like you should do this on your own to really prove yourself. Otherwise, you're not really proving yourself because I'm there. That's what I wanted to hear. There's no one else I'd rather have. This brings me one step closer to my dream, and I have to do everything in my power to go the rest of the way.
Thanks for the ether current. You should really work on yourself and get strong enough to be on your own. See ya! We're getting there. We've only got 4 out of the 15, but Got plenty of time to collect them. So there's one like down there somewhere. Probably more like down there. Bum, 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 bum. Beautiful music. Young Sprawl. Oh, it's raining.
Ho there, friend. I require someone with a stealthy tread to help me shed light on a little mystery. Interested in a bit of work? I recently have observed one of the older residents of Ikbrash coming and going from the Shobrit Cinderfield. Quite unusual, since that place is nothing but a barren wasteland ravaged by war. Of course, I don't want to be seen prying into private matters, so I can't ask the others about it. But if he's up to no good, I need to know about it. Will you follow him for me? He usually makes his regular journey to the Cinderfield around this time. Once you find him, stick to his tail. But don't get too close, or else this'll all be for nothing.
A follow quest that's a side quest? Come on, let me jump the fence. There we go. Oh boy. Now I've got to follow someone as a side quest. Such a long ways away. If only I could fly. Here we go. Waiting. Waiting and looking. There he is. Seems to be wary of people following him. So. Yep. Follow at a safe distance. Oh, oh, oh.
Is someone there?
No. As you can see, there's no one here.
It's just my imagination.
Ah! Buddy, I'm in the middle of something here. Really need you to die fast. There. Woo. He's stuck. He's probably gonna turn around. And we're fine. He didn't notice a single thing. Let's avoid confronting any more beasties. I feel eyes on my back. Only the eyes of Tusok, and Tutsun. Oh, he's running. He's making a break for it. Where's he going? I should be safe here. Yeah. So there's no reason to turn around from this point on. Because you're very safe here. Look at you, so safe. The safest person ever. You turn around. Goods are in place. Now I just have to collect goods. Collection. What do you think you're doing? Huh? Hush, bro. Alright, no one saw me. I just have to wait until the goods get here. Maybe I'll be home in time for dinner. Oh yeah?
What? Did you follow me here? I guess I wasn't as sneaky as I thought. But I'm not doing anything wrong, despite how this looks. I'm trading with Mamuk, all under the blessing of Han-Mul-Rook. We have to be secretive about it, though. You see, we deliver valuable foodstuffs to Mamuk, meats and vegetables, that are hard to come by in their parts of the woods. In return, we get Jatika bananas. Each party leaves their goods in carts and collects them when the other is out of sight. For a while after hostilities ceased, trade didn't have to be so cloaked and dagger, but many of the Mumulja who are willing to embrace change have left for Tuyalam, and those who remain bear old grudges. So we chose the path of discretion. Of course, I don't blame the people of Mamuk. Even in Ikbrash, there are those who can't forgive the past. Trading like this appeases both sides, even though our dealings aren't exactly unknown to most. I take it the one who asked you to follow me was young, yes? Too young to know to overlook an old man wandering into these blasted wastes. Anyway, it's time I took my goods and returned home. If you could tell that lass who lost sight of me, I'd be grateful. She'll accept the truth more easily if she discovers it for herself.
Well, while we're here, sup, Aaronville?
The traverse will bring us straight into the Jatikal heartland. Remember how you insisted this forest is green?
Huh? Insisted? When? Huh? When? Huh? What? What are you talking about? Oh, man. We're so close to the Mamuk Etherite. I feel like we should attune and then go back and finish that Ether Current quest. That way we can teleport back to where we need to be. Dude, this looks great. I love it. Kryl.
This path is quite steep, isn't it? Let us take our time and descend safely.
Uh-huh. Yeah, descend safely.
Wow!
Take our time, sure, Kryl. Whatever you say. Alfred?
I spoke with one of the excavators on my way down. Apparently, Bakool Jaja cleared away the one fallen tree remaining by barrowing through it. That Wuklamot single-handedly defeated someone possessed of such physical might is nothing short of remarkable. Still, we ought to proceed with caution. There's no telling what his wounded pride might compel him to attempt.
Yeah, he might try for a rematch. Or try some backhanded tactic again. Taking hostages or whatever. Steenbeck Soli. Steenbeck Soli. What is that? This little cave here. Steenbeck Soli.
The Steenbeck Traverse.
Ooh. Pretty.
Alluring, isn't it? In more ways than one. Take my paring stone and hold it close to the glowing rock.
Uh-huh. Paring stone. Glowing rock. As you hold the paring stone in the soft glow, it affixes itself to the boulder with surprising force.
Paring stones are natural magnets, and that's a meteorite filled with iron. One of many remnants of an ancient meteor shower. The heterogeneous ether they emit causes surrounding flora to grow unique hues, as you can see.
Cool. I like it.
So these glowing boulders came plummeting down from the heavens. Vitral be merciful. There you are.
Oh.
Blue. It's all blue.
A far cry from the upper forest, indeed.
This place is already so fascinating. I'm eager to hear what the people of Mamuk can tell us about it. Keep running! We're almost there!
Uh-huh. We got this. And we're almost level 96 Viper. We're getting there. We're getting there. Keeping ahead of the main story quest, at least. Beautiful, dude. Absolutely gorgeous.
As this is also my first time visiting Mamuk, I have no experience interacting with the locals. But given Hunmuruk's parting words, I would advise a cautionary approach.
Indeed. Let me just attune. Move some stuff around. And then we will actually fast travel here because it'll be a lot shorter distance to travel.
And then
we'll switch to Dark Knight. Whoop. Make a break for that airstrip. Well, not an airstrip, but the airship landing. Young Sproul. Sorry, lost sight of him, I guess.
You returned. Did you find out where he was going?
It's too quick for me. You have to find him by yourself.
Really? Well, these things happen, I suppose. Nevertheless, I thank you for trying. Truth be told, I do have a theory as to what he's up to. You see, every once in a while, I'll spot people feasting on Jatika bananas. They never say where they got them from. But if that man is venturing into the lower forest, he could be the one smuggling them. Well, it's too soon to go around making accusations. I'll keep looking into the matter, and until I find the truth, let's both keep quiet about this, eh? As promised, you deserve a reward for your time. Safe travels.
Many thanks for the ether current. One step closer to flight.
Wuklamat.
City of Silence. Finally in Mamuk, Wuklamat is eager to make progress.
Well, we all know what comes next. Let's find that elector.
2 streets seem to converge upon this plaza, so I suppose we split our numbers between them. Given Hunmu Rook's guidance, I also suggest that we err on the side of caution and move throughout the city in pairs. Arenville can come with me and Alige can go with Cryo. That leaves Genosia to accompany Wuklamat. If these arrangements are to everyone's satisfaction, then may our respective searches prove fruitful.
Sure. Wuklamat, where'd you go? We're supposed to stick together. Ah, well. Dude. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Just look at all this. So blue.
I love it. Wait, there's Wuklamat. I'm supposed to talk to other people, I guess? Huh. Belligerent Bunewa.
What's up?
Your words may as well be ambient noise for all the care this citizen pays you.
Kurt Dopro? Then he just leaves. As you begin to speak, the man abruptly turns and leaves. Figures. This may be the most difficult feat of them all.
Please tell me you've had better luck.
Sadly, they don't care about what I have to say.
No one will talk to you either? I was prepared for hard stares and harsh words, but this is something else. That building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go and take a look. A merchant wouldn't ignore us, surely.
feel like he will. Don't think he wants our business. This Hoobigo merchant.
Hello there. We'd like to ask you something, if you don't mind.
Move along, outsiders.
We're just trying to find someone. The Dawn Servant Selector. Could you tell us where they are?
Well, off we go.
How are we supposed to find the Elector if nobody will even speak with us?
Everyone, can you hear me? Come to the massive stone structure on the west side of the city, as quickly as you can.
You heard him. West side of the city. Something's going down. Maybe Bakool Jaja showed up? Perhaps? That'd be my guess.
Up there.
Bested by a mere shade.
Zorolja? Papa?
Not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawn Servant as he was in his prime.
Why? Is that the feat?
The channeler is Zerelja, Autarch of Mamuk and Elector for the feet of the Brotherhood.
Tuliyolal's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You who spurned your retainer's aid when battling your betters.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Galul Jar Jar himself. That is the final feat.
He wanted to prove himself as good, if not better, than his father by taking him on alone.
The first promise fought alone and fell short, but that is now the least of his concerns.
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed Elector.
Uh-oh.
Zoralja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant. I disqualify you from the right of succession.
Why?
Be gone from my sight.
Why was Bakool Jaja not disqualified from the right of succession? He set loose Valley Garmanda! That alone should have made the Yaqui, what are they called? Electors. The Yaqui elector shout that Bakool Jaja is now disqualified. Like, come on. Whatever. Whisper, whisper, whisper.
This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City.
What does that matter? You need all the keystones. And also you're disqualified. Your claimant is disqualified. Why do you want to reach the Golden City so bad?
When Zoralcha was defeated, he tried to take the keystone by force. But he was thwarted by Father Shade.
Let's see.
My dearest child, welcome home.
Oh boy.
This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Gulul Jaja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets.
Nah, you're gonna be disappointed. He's got like 2. Or, yeah, 2.
What is this? Where are your keystones?
He really sucks at this.
Explain yourself, boy! No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack, you can easily take.
Already tried that. Also, that's not how this works. It's not like what you are.
I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her.
Showing some humility.
You mean to tell me that you, glory of Mamuk, for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors?
My goodness. This man.
You are as useless as your siblings. A failure.
Wow.
Leave and never return! You have no place here!
Let's go, brother.
Worthless! Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it!
Oh, is that his mother?
But when these stragglers fail, Gulul Jaja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant. So come, stand before me, and fall.
What a moron you are.
I won't do your trial.
Ooh.
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamuk. The Mamulja deserve nothing less, so your battle can wait.
I'm of the same mind. Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn.
Do as you will. But until you triumph over the Shade, you shall proceed no further.
Whatever you say.
Promise. I I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
Okay.
To the western outskirts, then.
The electors we have met thus far have all had their peculiarities, but each we felt would judge claimants equally. This Zerial Jar, however, seems set in his belief that only blessed siblings are worthy of the throne. Why would the Dawn Servant name an openly biased man elector?
Worrying over Zerial Jah won't get us anywhere. That lady, on the other hand, was the first person to address us with any civility since we arrived. We should go and meet her. Hear what she has to say. The western outskirts, right?
Daughters.
Such a beautiful forest.
I love it. The Shatika Heartland. How did... Now, how did we get here without passing through any of this? Some don't seem quite right there. Dignified JT?
So dignified. Thank you for coming. My name is Milalja. Here we may talk freely, away from prying eyes. And what was it you wished to talk about? Tell me, what do you think of Mamuk? Well, we don't have much to say yet. No one wants to speak with us. All who remain in this city are devoted to the traditional ways. They believe that blessed siblings are superior, that only they are worthy to lead the peoples of this continent. Most would not deign to address outsiders, deeming them beneath notice. Sounds like an ideal community so far as Bakool Jaja is concerned. I am tired, exhausted by this senselessness. There are others like me, but we dare not speak our truth aloud. Yet now we have an opportunity to reclaim our agency. For you have bested Bakool Jaja. You, a Shpral, inferior by all presumptions, triumphed over our two-headed champion. This time, anyway. Next time I might not be so lucky. Bakool Jaja is just that strong. I seriously don't understand why he cheats so much. It seems to me he'd do better if he just trusted his own abilities. He's desperate. Other blessed siblings have fallen before. Mullah Jaja of the Silver Scales, for one. He traveled across the salt in search of conquest, only to be overcome. But no matter how the individual may falter, the people still believe in blessed siblings' supremacy. Because of my father. He who united Tural under one rule, who in their eyes stands as testament to the tradition's infallibility. Regardless of your father's virtuous intent, his greatest triumph has only fanned the flames of our people's obsession. However, as both his daughter and claimant to this legacy, your triumph could prove that Galul Jaja's true strength lies not in his birth, but in his character. And in so doing, you may give us the strength to renounce blessed siblings forever. I can understand wanting to forsake zealotry, but isn't forsaking two-headed Mamulja going a bit too far? You must decide that for yourself, whether the price we pay is worth an empty dream.
Look at this plant. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Well, I think we will have to end it off here for today. Did quite a bit, got quite far in the main story, and next up, Blessed Siblings here. We're in the Jatika heartland now, deep in the lower forest. Now we need still 7 more ether currents from exploration and 3 from quests. Where is the next closest? 351 to the west. Maybe I'll do a bit of exploring, grab some of the exploration ether currents off stream. Man, this Jatika heartland is so beautiful. I love it. Of course, I may be a bit biased, being as my favorite colors are black and blue. So, you know, but still, it's so beautiful. All this bioluminescence, blue, the crystals, the plants. I'm really liking it. And I'm enjoying this expansion. I have heard that a lot of people complain about this. I don't know their exact complaints, but I've heard that people do complain. Probably about the fact that with this expansion, we are not the main character, really. Obviously, Wuklamot is the main character here. What are you doing, Picto Perfect? Foreign spirit color. Just changing classes. But, yeah. But yeah, so, like, Wuklamot is basically our Monkey D. Luffy over here. Meanwhile, we're just along to help them. But, to be fair, it kind of makes sense to go this route. Because, like, the end of Endwalker, we saved the world. Possibly even the universe. Like, we fought an incredibly powerful foe, right? So, like, how do you go up from there, really? And do you even want to go step up from there? You know, sometimes it's better to take a step back and maybe, like, step into a more mentor role as our main character, or as us here. As this warrior of light. You know? Help someone else become stronger and take on a leadership role and learn about the world around them. I think it's good. I think it's a good choice for the path of the story, the main story. And I'm enjoying it. Obviously, my character's quite powerful in many respects. I mean, as a Dark Knight and a Viper now, very powerful. Pretty powerful Sage and Reaper. Decently powerful Ninja Gunbreaker. And then middling power in, like, everything else. Of course, I do need to work on these. Oh, 38 culinary. That's my culinary level. See, I know a thing or two about cooking. But yeah.
At this point in our character's journey, we are so powerful. It's difficult to have an actual threat powerful enough that deems that we fight it. You know? And besides, we need a break. We need a break from the big world-ending threats. You know? We need to take a step back and hit a kind of a reset button, as it were. I like it. I think that Square has made good decisions in this respect. But yeah, so next stream will be on Monday, playing more Elden Ring. And then Wednesday, we'll be playing Myst 3 Exile. And then I'll be, Then I think I'm gonna have to move this next week's Saturday stream to Thursday evening. Because, going to my friend's wedding, on next Saturday. So yeah, kinda booked up for that date. Can't work in a stream really. But yeah, so probably next Thursday evening will be our Final Fantasy XIV stream for the week. Because I don't have anything else going on that night, so I should have plenty of time to stream. Should be good. And I might, I probably will start that stream with a continuation of the Sea of Blood right here. Gathering information at the Ruby Price. That level 92 role quest. Seems a good idea to me. You know, we'll do like, as long as we can, I'll be doing probably one of those role quests at the start of each stream, so that we can try and keep up with that. It's always a question like, is it going to be required for the main story quest, or is it just like a side content thing to help you keep levels and also to do a little something? You know, take a break from the main story to do something that's tangentially related. In Endwalker, it wasn't required. At least it didn't seem to be. But, you know, it was good to do. I still think I've only done... I think I've only done the melee DPS and the tank for those role quests for Endwalker. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't have any other level 90s to finish them off. I could start the healer, but I'd have to get Sage to 90 to finish it off for that role quest line. Regardless, in the meantime, off stream, I'll probably continue leveling jobs like Astrologian and Blue Mage. Trying to level Blue Mage takes forever now, because you can't just load up into a duty roulette and get a big chunk of XP every day. They're not allowed, they're limited. I'll continue with that, and I'll continue leveling Ninja with the Pixies, and then probably Paladin Warrior, get them to 60. And then, of course, there's Bard and Machinist. Want to get them to 60. Yeah, a lot of work. And eventually I'll have to get Black Mage to 60. Not a big... I don't know. I don't know. Black Mage just feels pretty boring to me. It's very slow. And you're just kind of going, fire spells, ice spells, fire spells, ice spells, fire spell, like just kind of a ping pong back and forth. A slow ping pong back and forth. But to each their own. Right? Anyways. Be kind to yourself. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you next mission. Bye-bye.